What's up, everybody? It's your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage, here to bring you a message. I was chilling, and then I'm getting God bumps, a whole wave of them, one after another. So I'm going to pull some energy and see what it's all about. There's a download coming through, transmission coming through. Let's get some thanks to my dad. I'm trying to tell you, they're coming through like crazy. Oh, let's get some thanks to my dad, the Most High God, for bringing us here for this message. This is a message for somebody in the collective I'm picking up on. We're going to pull an archetype card to see who we're talking about here. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your love, support, your kindness, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, financial contributions made to my channel. I appreciate them. What's up, love? I love you. I am stupid as hell. All right. But thank you, spirit guides and spirit teams. You guys are awesome. There's a lot of good people. There are still good people in this world, y'all. There really are. And no matter what, you must always remain good. Always remain on the light side of the force, okay? Don't go to the dark side. Sometimes we do dip to the dark side, but you got to come back, okay? You got to be that Jedi. A servant. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So you're a servant. The shadow attribute says using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward in life. I just heard you could be both. A little bit of both. A lot of both. Maybe a lot of one. And a little of the other. I'm gonna talk about it. So I consider myself a servant of the Lord, a servant to people. I believe in service. I really do. I believe in helping others. You know, that's just what I have always been. A little bit ago, probably about a year ago, maybe less than a year ago, I've been doing this channel for almost a year now. So about a year ago, less than a year ago, I'll say. There was a mindset that I had, like, you know, I have visions in my head about how I want to help people, especially young people. You know what I'm saying? Like teenagers. Because, you know, that's where it all kind of starts. Like a lot of these bad habits, a lot of these, a lot of bad habits, a lot of traumatic experiences, a lot of bad decisions, you know. But you know, we a lot of times we have these dreams where we don't have the money to like start. My dream is to like have like a foundation of some sort. You know what I'm saying? To inspire and encourage young people to do better, just kind of live a better life, to, you know, set a foundation for them to live a better life, to build on that. Because a lot of us, you know, we didn't have that. Some of us even, you know, we're not gonna get into all that. All I'm gonna say is that, so, but you know, we live in a world where, you know, we're told that we have to acquire wealth to help other people, and that's not true. I've learned that. I've learned that over the course of this year. Money helps, so definitely, and you know, it does help. But I'll tell you what, it starts here, like with these channels. This channel, my channel, both of them. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the other one yet, but at least I got it started. You feel me? It's baby steps. But overall, advice is always free. You know, you don't need a bunch of money to give people good advice. You don't need a bunch of money to help anybody. You know, I was going for my walk one day, and I was walking past this lady. She was had a whole bunch of bags at the Salvation Army, which is, you know, a few blocks down or whatever. And I was walking past there, and she opened up the back of her truck, and there was a bunch of bags, big ass bags in there. So, I was walking and I said, hey, I can take those out for you if you want me to. She said, you sure? I said, sure. So I took the bags out. She was like, well, here goes. No, I'm like, I don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't cost anything. It's help to serve others. But the lack of money, that's what we're talking about here. The lack of money is a lack mentality. You feel me? That is the enemy telling us you can't help people unless you got some money. And that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Don't believe that. Don't believe the hype. The little hype inside of your head is what I like to say. And even if you ain't using drugs, I'm just saying, the little hype inside your head that's hyping up all this bad shit. You know what I'm saying? All these bad thoughts. You can help. Raise your hand. Somebody did. Raise your hand up to tell me how many times you've received some type of help from somebody that didn't require any money. Okay? So we're talking about something that's just a little something. A little something. But we're talking about a servant. The greatest form of abundance that a person can have in this world is love. And that does sound cliche, but it's the truth. The greatest form of abundance a person can have is love. Love can inspire a person to do anything. I mean, seriously, it can. Imagine showing somebody that never received any love before in their life. Love, like unconditional, genuine love. Imagine showing somebody that's never experienced that before in their life. That's a world-changing event. A life-changing event, I should say, but a world-changing event because that person could go on to change the world. Come through, Holy Spirit. So let's see, the servant. What about this servant? Two cards. You could be without a home right now or without a foundation. Okay? Maybe you don't know how to, I don't know. Let's see. Conversation, house, conversation. Conversation in the verse means that there's no conversations. Okay? Nobody's talking about something. The house could represent a foundation, but house, servant, house, conversation. Falseness in the reverse, so truth, authentic. You could really, conversation. This could be nobody to talk to, no home to have. This could represent friendship too, like friends sitting around talking, people to talk to. Maybe you don't have anybody to talk to about your methods of service. I just heard. Maybe you are homeless. Maybe you're homeless and you don't have a place of your own. And I'm not saying like you're on the street. I'm just saying maybe you don't have a place of your own, a place to call home. Thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You don't have a place to call home. You don't have people to talk to, and you're wondering why. Because you're authentic. You're true. Yo. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. On some real shit, listen. I am one of these away from being where you are. You feel me? It can happen just like that. But we don't speak that into existence. We speak life into our situations. You may be sitting around, you're a good person, you're a servant. Okay? But you're not moving forward to have your own. You don't have a place to call your own. but you're true and authentic. You feel me? Well, yeah, of course you do. I'm talking to you. This could go for a lot of people out here. Servants. Ooh, look. This card wasn't even supposed to be in conflicts in the reverse. You don't like to. You don't want to fuss and fight. You're not somebody who brings conflict. You don't create differences. You like to create commonalities, is what I just heard. You don't quarrel with people. You're a servant. Most servants are poor. Most servants usually have always been like servants of the Lord from biblical days, have always been poor people. Poor people don't have a lot of money, maybe don't have a place to live, don't have many friends to talk to, because people are not going to understand you. We know this now. Okay? We know that people are not going to understand you. They may literally not understand the shit's coming out of your mouth. Especially if these days, if you're chosen for certain missions, if you're a light worker, but if you're chosen, if you're a star seed, you are a galactic being. People aren't going to understand you because we speak a different language. It's called love, you know? And what we're learning now is that everybody doesn't love you. No, they don't. So that does leave you without a place to call your own, a home sometimes. It does leave you without people to talk to because you're the real one amongst a bunch of fake bitches. Okay? That like to fight, that like conflict. That's what keeps them going. You know? We got the four of wands, and then the six of cups came out. Well, nice. Okay, so what do I see? What do I see here? So the four of wands is right after the three of wands, of course. The three of wands, look at it like this: what you send out. It's about expecting something, expectation, expecting. So maybe you're expecting. I don't know. I don't think you're expecting much. And as servants, generally, we don't expect much. We're so used to getting by, just getting by, or having not so big moments in our life, things that don't, things don't really kind of seem to happen for us, or they haven't. And a lot of that is because of the things that we were taught, the way we've been treated, the things that we've been through, trauma, the programming we received. And so, yeah, you're not really expecting much. But as I said earlier, start speaking life into your situation, even if the situation seems dead. You got to believe in God. You got to believe in miracles, that God works miracles, performs miracles all the time. There are people that have died and have come back that should have never survived. He brought Jesus back, resurrected Jesus, didn't he? Made a blind man see, made a lame walk, cures illnesses that people would swear that they are dying from, that they've been told that they're going to die from. One day a person walks down the street, because that's where they live, on the street, and a stranger pulls up and says, "Hey, let me take you somewhere. Let me help you out." And they go on. You got to speak life, is what I'm hearing. So, in the energy of speaking life into your situation, what I see for you here, this is a prediction. And I don't really do I do prophetic messages, but this is a prediction, a prophetic message for you. You've broken generational curses. That's the six of cups in the upright. You are going to break generational curses if you haven't. So you've done the work. You've been a servant, a very loyal, authentic servant around a bunch of fake ass people. You might be in a bad place right now, but you sent out the energy, and you're going to get it back. This is after expecting. So you sent it out. This is what you should expect. A brand new house, I just heard. A brand new, maybe foundation to do your work. A brand new place. You've graduated. This talks about graduation. It talks about reunion. It talks about completion. But this is about celebration. You have coming soon in the near future. Okay? The near future. Don't ask me how near. I'm just going to say the near future because we're pulling on the energy, because you need to hear this message. But you have to speak life into it. You have to believe that it can happen for you. There's a celebration coming, but you got to believe it. And this is all happening because you've broken generational curses. And if you haven't broken generational curses, tell yourself you can. You will. You've already mastered being a King of Cups. You're emotionally balanced. You're loving. You're caring. You know? But see, you learn how to pour out cups that you don't need to drink from. Walking away from fake ass family and friends and places that don't serve your highest good. Okay? This is going to lead you to becoming a King of Pentacles. We talked about foundations earlier. So maybe you're going to be a business owner. No, not maybe. You will. But you're thinking, maybe I can, maybe I can't. But then you tell yourself, maybe. When you think of maybes, and I do a lot of maybes. I'm a Gemini and I can't help it sometimes. But I have to be the Virgo I am and go, no, you will. Maybes kind of suggest, oh, well, maybe it can, maybe it can't. But life will beat us up for us to lean more towards what can't happen. This is the truth. You have to tell yourself you can, even if it doesn't seem like it. You have to visualize it. You have to tell yourself it is going to happen. This is about speaking life into your situation. What else you want? What else would you like the servants of the Lord to know? Look at that. That card don't even belong in there neither. This marriage card came out in the reverse. So what are you talking about? Marriage. You don't think you're getting married? Let's see. What's up for marriage for the servants of the Lord? Partnerships, marriages. You don't think that you're going to be able to find anybody. You may have gone through some heartbreak. We all do. But you know, again, if you have been on this chosen journey, you get beat the fuck up in these relationships, literally. Okay? You get used, you are abused. But all these things do not go without responsibility. You've got to be accountable for the things that we've gone through. You know, even if there are some things now that people just do to us, and we can't be accountable for that. But when we stay in these toxic situations, whether they're family relationships, intimate relationships, platonic relationships, business relationships, because marriage doesn't just talk about, marriage just doesn't just talk about getting married. Okay? You're going to come into union with somebody. You don't expect this because you're not telling yourself you are. But you see how we went from the 4, this celebration, this is where it all starts. You might be invited to like a party or something. You may meet some people at a party. You may meet some people at a foundation, like a building or something, at a graduation. I don't know, a marriage. It could be you could meet somebody at a wedding. Shit, I don't know. You're not expecting to get with anybody else. You're thinking more logically now. You are. You're thinking more logically. This is the King of Swords, making head over heart decisions. You're worried because now this is coming in for you. This is where it starts. Okay, I'm just telling you this. So you got marriage in the reverse. Okay, you're not expecting to meet anybody because you're thinking more logically now. You may this is a very cold energy, so you may be a little cold. Okay. Because there goes the phoenix bird. You're the phoenix bird. You're the phoenix rising. You've died and you've come back, maybe multiple times, but you've died and you've come back. You're not trying to die again. I get it. You're cold. You might be a little cold. You're worried about your money. You're getting your bag. Okay. So marriage, you don't see marriage in your future, but it's gonna happen. It's going to happen. I can feel it coming out for you. Spirit says that's the truth. Okay, I just said I see it coming. Okay, the Queen of Swords talks about truth and clarity. She has a butterfly at the top of her sword. The top of that's transformation. That represents transformation. Okay, and so you transform because of your transformation. You've gotten some truth and clarity after everything you've gone through. So tell us about this transformation that provides truth and clarity. Come on. Can I get one for the Queen of Swords, please? And transformation. You're going to get married. Okay? Let's see. Clarify the Hierophant. No. Okay, check this out. You're gonna marriage. Okay, this came out in the reverse. I'm an honest reader. I'm an honest messenger. It came out in the reverse. So the truth and clarity is what I'm seeing for you is that you might really focus way too much on your money. And you being in that cold energy, you're not going to attract this marriage. If you maybe you don't want to get married. Maybe you don't want to get married. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe through your transformation and your truth and clarity. I said your truth, not the truth. Big difference. Okay, your reality doesn't. In your mind is you don't want to get married. So they're going to Hierophant in the verse. You don't want to get married, but the Spirit is saying you're going to regret it. So, I'm telling you that what I'm picking up from you, you don't want to get married, okay? I'm a servant of the Most High. I've gone through some shit. I can appear to be very kind of cold to you motherfuckers, okay? But I'm not a cold person, you know? I'm more logical now, too. I'm a Gemini, you know? There's double Gemini, well, Gemini Libra. But I want to get married. I want to be in love again. I want to have a relationship with somebody, no matter how cold I seem to come off, you know. But that's also energy as well. Spirit is saying that you're going to regret not wanting this marriage. You're going to look over your life. A lot of people do that. They focus on their money, standing on business, focus on birthing new ideas, business ideas, and that becomes their reality. But then what happens is they look over everything and they go, "Fuck, I should have got married." Or should have got married, because we're talking about marriage. You know, you might have wanted to get married maybe you were married. Okay, you could have actually been married. You're gonna regret it though if you don't get married. You might have been married, but this person ain't the same. What else do we see for you here? Spirit wants you to be an emperor, stand in your emperor energy. This is somebody who's a boss, whether you're male or female. It's just energy. Spirit wants you to be more in your masculine energy. And confirmation, and see through these illusions and send them back. Okay? Whatever, all these low vibrational thoughts, these are just illusions that we've been under, you've been under the programming of the Matrix. But this also can represent not dreaming, not having an imagination. Spirit wants you to send back all those illusions. Anything that you've been taught, you got to boss up. Take charge. Take charge of your thoughts, your minds, your emotions. Clarify this for me, please. The Eight of Wands talks about fast-moving messages. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because you deserve to be loved. We're still on the marriage thing. We're still on the love thing. Not marriage, but love. This is self-love. This is love from the divine. Because you're a servant. So, okay. Clarify. Because this also talks about what I'm picking up too, though, is the fact that you've been blessed. You're getting blessed. You've gotten blessed. This is what's coming for you now. You know, what did I say earlier? Ain't nobody coming back talking about you was wrong because I be right. You feel me? That's what I'm telling you. There's a high level of accuracy to my readings. There has to be, otherwise I would hear about it. Okay. I'm gonna just take that, you know. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Okay. Remember who blessed you. Always bring it back to the Most High God. You feel me? This could also represent you not putting faith in God about marriage. Hierophant talks about the Most High God. That's what this could mean. This could really mean that you became too motherfucking logical, cold and logical, along why you got your bag. That you forgot who gave it to you. You forgot who gave you the miracle. So now you're thinking that marriage is not in the cards, or not in your life. Not in the cards, but marriage is not something that you can have because you've forgotten who blessed you with these riches, the success, the new foundation, the new home, the new friends. You got so focused on the bag that you forgot that miracles actually do happen. That's what I just heard. Come through, Spirit. Confirmation. God wants you to send that bullshit. You better listen. Don't let the enemy fool you with the illusions. Send that energy back. And remember who loved you enough to give you the miracle in the first fucking place. You feel me? Yeah. Okay. Who helps you get those burdens? I'm trying to tell you, listen. God is the one that relieved you of your burdens. And just as easily as he relieved you of those burdens, he can take back that damn money. You feel me? And those friends. And any thoughts of love. Okay? The lovers. Because this also represents making a choice to be low vibing when it comes out like this. And being too focused on the bag and work. God can take that from you as well. So, where are we at? We at 27:27. Okay. Matthew 19:26. I wrote this down earlier. All things are possible with God. With God, all things are possible. I wrote that down earlier. Yep, I'm trying to tell you, don't try to fool yourself with lies. We're talking about juggling. You cannot. I've you know, and to be honest, I'm just being honest because I'm an honest motherfucker. You feel me? $808. There's a faith is something that is not seen. You have to have blind faith. Like go all in or all out. You can't straddle. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. You can't juggle it. You can't juggle it. You can't juggle with unclarity. Unclarity? Whatever. You can't juggle. You can't juggle with God. You just can't. Truth and clarity. You can't be unclear about what you choose to with the faith that you have. And it is tough. Because we live in this world where we're programmed to believe that good things don't happen to good people. You become bitter, and a lot of us become bitter in the fact that we were doing all this work to help people and we ain't getting nothing back. Well, that's because you were doing it for the wrong reason if you got that type of attitude anyway. You feel me? But I'll give you a hint. See, I have blind faith in God. I really do. I just don't trust the world. That's what I'm starting to figure out. It's not God I don't trust. It's just the world that I don't trust. I know that God tells a lot of people to do a lot of things and they don't do them. Hell, I was one of those people at one point in time. It's not God I don't trust. It's the world I don't trust. I live in this world, but I am not of this world. But you still have to trust God all the way. I'm glad I said that because I got more clarity about, you know, this reality of faith. This is not about. See, I'm glad. I thank you, Most High God, because God knows me. God knows my heart. God knows I trust Him to the fullest. It's not God I don't trust. So maybe you're dealing with that. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think that this is prophetic. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, do not trust man. Always trust God. You can't serve two masters. If you do that, you'll be called under some harsh judgment. And again, God will take it all away from you, just like that. Final message. I'm telling you now that 30 on the clock. I'm telling you now that I'm glad that just came to me, because I've been sitting around here kind of feeling a little guilty a little bit. But it's not God I don't trust, it's man I don't trust. And I'm not supposed to. I'm only supposed to put my faith in man. Put my faith in God, not in man. Okay? It's not God I don't have faith in. I trust God, because God has already performed a number of different miracles in my life that have proved to me that He is real. But through me seeing that God is real, do you know how many people I noticed are fake and phony as fuck? And so it's people I don't trust. Not everybody anyways. I put my faith in God, not in man. So keep that in mind, whoever you are, servant. Okay? Final message. Yeah. Okay, we got the 4 of Cups. Yeah. Spirit. Okay, this is what it is. You've been enlightened about your new life now. Okay? I'm trying to tell you. Always remember the reason why you poured out that cup and from who it came from. The 10 of Cups talks about family and friends and communities, but more or less family and friends. God wants you to always keep in mind what you had to do, what you had to sacrifice to get your new life, and why you got that new life. Because you woke up and you realized that weren't none of these people real any damn way. You realized who was holding you back and why they were holding you back. Because you're a servant. You remember, you didn't have a place of your own. You didn't have a place to call home. You didn't have people to talk to about your problems, your worries, your woes. You didn't have anybody. And God came through and gave you a new foundation. Not saying you got to be perfect, because we are people, we are flawed. We're never supposed to be perfect. We're supposed to strive for perfection in the eyes of God. But we're not supposed to be perfect. We're infallible. We are definitely fallible. None of us are infallible. But what I'm getting at this the close of this message, if these people that you couldn't talk to, these people that made you feel like you didn't have a place to call home, are going to come back to offer you something. God wants you to pour that cup right the fuck out. And remember who gave you it. Remember where your cup got filled up at before. When nobody wanted to fill your cup up, remember who filled up your cup. Those are the 3 cups down there God gave you. This one here is from those people. This is the 9 of Cups. You feel me? These people are miserable. They're miserable because they want you to sip out of that 10th cup. That's why they gave you that shit, so they get you to come back. But pour that bitch out. These people are miserable. Remember how miserable you were. That's why you're pulling out those cups. When all those people come back towards you, you're sitting there and you go, no, thank you. I'll take the cup and let me pour it out just so I'll show you. I don't want what you're pouring me. I don't want what you're offering me. If you don't do that, you will be looking at the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. If you do not trust, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't take that leap of faith, the fool, if you blind yourself, if you put blinders on and pretend like you don't see what these people are doing or what they're about or anybody else in the future, if you don't have that blind faith, if you choose to go through life taking uncalculated risk, you don't tap into your intuition, you don't listen to your discernment, you will end up at the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune again. Bam! Okay? I'm gonna get you one Moonology card and then I'll let you guys go. These messages are getting a lot longer, aren't they? I don't mind it, I guess. This is what I do. Oh, I'm so glad I got that revelation, because listen, but that's what the enemy wants, you know. Don't confuse your lack of faith in man with your lack of faith in God. God never disappoints you. It's always man that will. So if you're still dealing with disappointments, maybe I'm still dealing with some type of disappointments. I'm sure I am. I'm not going to say maybe, I am. You know, having more work to do does not mean that you don't have faith in God. What you do is you take that work that you need to do, and if there's nobody else around to help you, you surrender it to the Most High God through prayer, through meditation, through just conversations with God. However you choose to do it, give it to God. I'm going to do that tonight. Because those disappointments create fear, create resentment if you don't hand it over to God. And that's what the enemy wants. That's what these people want. We've been programmed our entire lives to deal with people disappointing us and being okay with it. But do you see how quick it was for them to discard you when they were disappointed in something that you did? Even if it really wasn't nothing? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Don't let your pride get in the way. I'm trying to tell you. Adjustments are required. I just said that. There may be some time, and it's time to release negativity. And we're going to leave one card wanted to come out. What is it? You and your loved ones are safe. You're safe. I don't know if your loved ones, maybe the people that you love are safe. I don't know. I hope mine are. I really do. But I got to worry about me like you should worry about you, because you're here as a servant. Back to the original point. You're a servant of the Most High God. And as long as you put your faith in the Lord and you continue to be a servant to people, however, if you're a comedian, whether you're a hairdresser, there's a lot of different ways we can be a servant, but do it with love. Do it with love, unconditional love in your heart for what you do and for other people. And I'm telling you that miracles will be performed in your life. You feel me? I'm closing out this reading. I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Remember, you grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. It's always love and light around this bitch, okay? And as always, I love you. Take it easy. I might be back later, but this was a download. I had God bumps. Deuces. Savage.